in martial arts, which is almost an insult, called a mercy tap. And that is, you're sitting there, and the person's sitting here, they're doing this technique on you, and sooner or later you kind of you're looking around the room, and eventually you go, oh, that's good. That's called a mercy tap. It's like, oh, right, thank you. The problem is there are at least 3 of you who are wired a little different. And for the 2 that I did, Zorro and the wrist, you're kind of going, yeah, this is bull. Okay, yeah, you kind of got it. That's a little uncomfortable. And I will tell you, there are 78 basic of these points. I get affected well in only 2 of them. So I've always thought, he can't be sweating. Oh, yes, he can. And so what you do is you look at these and you say, this is the percentage of people that will get this. Now, you might say, oh, crap, that means I'm doomed. No, because if you know more than one, then you can go from A to B to C. So for that last one, we did this one under here, and we also did the one on the middle of the back of the hand. The reason why the one on the middle of the back of the hand is so important is as you're grabbing at something, put your finger in the middle of the back of your hand and grab down. You'll feel the muscles on the back of your hand tensing. It's actually not true. It's actually the muscles between the bones that are tensing, okay? If you put a Kubotan in there, they cannot grab. It mechanically does not work. Even if they don't go, ouch, they can't put force into that grab, especially between the 2 middle bones of the hand. So this is a really nice one to have. Is even if they don't go, ow, they go, well, I can't get it down. Yes, okay? Sorry, that's just the mechanics of it. The hand works as you grab, these bones are pulled together. That's what makes the firmness of the grip. You get these, you know how you shake hands with your grandpa and he's got that iron grip? Aha, how you doing, son? You're kind of going, ouch, 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 ouch. Yeah, that's because, well, they've got these nice, strong hands. There's a saying in martial arts that the body rots like a tree from the inside out. Okay, Mr. Wood Science over there will correct me, I'm sure, but nonetheless, and what happens, you get these little old gray-haired guys with these grips of iron. You know, they're all weak on the inside, and yet they got these, oh, yeah. Well, that's why Wally J., who was the greatest at these pressure points, he, even in his 90s, he'd be sitting here, come here. Touch, 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 and you kind of go, ouch, 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 jeez, please stop doing that. And, you know, he couldn't walk, he could barely hobble, but boy, if you grabbed him in his wheelchair, you were a dead man. All right. So don't think they work on everyone. This is why I want you to get with a bunch of different people and start feeling the differences. If you happen to be one of those lucky people who don't feel it quite as much, work your way through, get different people, and feel it on different parts of your body. Because I'm just giving you it. Now, I've got a black belt right there. Okay, now, oh, look at. So, what we have here is the neck region. Oh, I love the neck region. Now, the neck region has a collarbone right here. Has a collarbone right here. Please do not break anyone's collarbone. You laugh, but this is a nice weak bone. We really don't want it. Now, do this. Clench it. Oh, yes! Do that again, do that again. Yes! And hold it. This is called, do it, come on. Yes! Hold it. That is called the platysmus. It is a flat muscle. You see how to do it. Yes! That striping. You notice how the stripes go down in that direction, okay? The platysmus goes down and goes underneath the collarbone, okay? It is a flat muscle that does a couple of things. Now, you could turn slightly this side. Do that again. Yes, you see a lump right there. That is called the sternocleidomastoid. Who cares? It's a big, fat, juicy one. This one is very important, and the platysmus is very important. They cross each other, and right at this point, right there, he's going, yeah, that sucks. And the reason it sucks is here's the sternocleidomastoid. It is actually covering the carotid artery. It's a really important artery. And the platysmus is coming down like this. So there's this little V right in here where you kind of go, oh, yeah. You see how I'm being very gentle because he's a little black belt. You see that chunk of muscle there? That's the muscle, the strongest muscle for turning the head right and left. So if you were going, remember in the mark of Zorro, you were looking for that hole between the bicep and the tricep and you're coming under here? here's the hole between the sternocleidomastoid. Don't have to remember it. It's not on the test, is it? No. And the platysmus coming down here, and you just come in and go, oh, yeah. Oh, that's a lovely place to be. What happens is if you are doing a choke, and I don't want you to do the choke today, but I want you to understand it, because if you are being choked, you've only got a second or two between the attack and unconsciousness. And therefore, as somebody's coming in here, he has to drop his chin and raise his shoulders. See how that suddenly disappeared on him? That V. So the problem is never go to a horror movie with my wife. Because you know how the bad guy always comes in and grabs a little girl and drags her away, and my wife's screaming at the film, kick him in the balls, grab him by his nuts, twist him, and the first thing the young lady does in all of these films is, no, don't hurt me, and brings up her chin. And the problem is as soon as she, not very glamorous looking she, but nonetheless, brings up her chin, there's this V right in here, which means that if he grabs her throat, she's down. Okay? So the first thing you have to learn, and the reason you have to learn it, is bring your chin down. So if somebody grabs you at your throat, like raha, you bring up the shoulders, bring down your chin. Okay? That gets rid of that little V. Very important. It gives you a second. Does it give you an escape? No, that's not an offensive technique. You're simply trying to cover up. You need to do that. Okay? So, not covering that today because we're not doing chokes per se today, but it's really important because it's the same basic idea of the hole here between two muscles, and look. Great, do it for me. Come on, yeah, come on. Yeah, like that. Yes, that's all right. Oh, yes, that's exactly what you want. Okay. Now, next part of this thing is the platysmus comes down over the collarbone, and there, if you feel along your collarbone, you get right outside the collarbone, and the shoulder's a pain in the rear to try and figure out. It's really complicated. But as you start at the end of the collarbone, you push down into it. There's this soft spot about 2/3 the way in. And then it gets harder again as it starts getting to the center. So what you want to do is you want to find that soft spot right there. Because when you get hit right there, you kind of go, oh, yeah. It's not a manly thing to do, but nonetheless. If you happen to have a Kubiton and you went down there, that would really suck. It really sucks. So if somebody's grabbing you going, hey, babe, and you take your Kubiton and you stick it right over, right there, and now you push down. Yes, come on. Yeah. You're too nice. Do it again. Yeah. It's a nice, right in here. And the reason is you will feel it. If you put your finger in this hole and then pull your muscle in, you'll feel this. It's the top of your pectoris muscles that come underneath. You'll feel it. So if somebody's trying to grab you and you can get a Kubiton into that place, they can't pull you in. Will that get you out? No, but it's a start. So this area right here, glorious place to be. Okay? Next place. Feel this notch. Oh, hate this notch. You put a Kubiton right at the base of that notch, and you come down, and it's like, yeah, right. It just sucks. But nonetheless, for the grab, 1/3 out or 2/3 in along the clavicle, along the collarbone, that's where you want to be. That's for the grab. Just for getting rid of snotty-nosed people, that's a nice place to be as well. Okay? And you will feel where the platysmus comes down, and you'll feel that it's not even all the way along the way it goes into the collarbone. Okay? So, from the point of view of just getting somebody from basic grab, I go, hey, babe, I come in, I grab her. She goes, no, old man. She takes her Kubiton like this. She gets a thumb grip. She's going to push on her little finger, not like a pencil, like you're going to mean it. Yes! Okay, there. Now you put it on the center. Go ahead. See, that's what's hard to get. See, he's still talking at you. Yeah, no, there's not enough. You gotta get this dish. Now you gotta dig down. Yes. Now, as far as the hold on you is concerned, you want to get this one. So you come outside. No, come on. Dig down. Yeah! There you go. You've got to, now be nice to each other, but you've got to feel that position a little bit. Unfortunately, this is one of those ones which is not proportional to size. You'll get small people who go, oh, I don't feel it. You'll get big people who go, oh, don't touch me there. Okay? It's how the nerves are right under that bone. But nonetheless, this area around the neck and collarbone, this is a choke place. I don't want you messing with that, but feel it on yourself. This is a very dangerous place. It is why that Master Rick's first comment will be, if somebody's choking you, chin down, shoulders up. That gives you a moment. Doesn't give you long, but it gives you a moment. Absolutely vital. Then play with the idea of where the platysmus comes down under the collarbone for that strike from here all the way in. And since you've got a new partner, play with the Marco Zorro and play with this. Oh my goodness, that's 3 things. What am I thinking? But I actually want you to remember what you did previous, and since you've got fresh meat, try the fresh meat, fresh techniques on fresh meat. Okay? Okay, let's go.